Hey guys, it's Vic. How you doing? A lot of people are telling me that they're having trouble developing their shoulders, they're having trouble feeling their shoulders, they can't get a pump in their shoulders. And the way I like to help resolve that issue for folks is to help them think of creating a dialogue or a relationship with their shoulders. It's sort of a mind-muscle connection of telling the shoulders, hey look, we're going to wake up. And the way to do that isn't really to sort of dive right into the exercises and start pumping things out and hoping that you'll eventually put enough stress on the body that you might end up hitting your shoulders, which is really how a lot of bodybuilders train. But I'd like you, if you're having a challenge building your shoulders or having trouble creating that dialogue or that connection, here's a way to start that relationship or that dialogue. Start speaking to your shoulders. Now, the way we can do that is we can take a very light plate, 2.5 pounds or 5-pound plate, and basically just extend your arm till you get a contraction in the shoulder. Now, keep the weight in your fingertips. Don't put your thumb in here because this is too akin to the exercises we've been doing. Once we wrap our hands around a bar, we tend to kind of get a very different sensation than when our arms are straight out or our hands are straight out. The idea here is to keep the weight as far away from the body as possible. And even a light weight can feel very, very heavy, and the sensation is much different when your fingers are extended. So what we're going to do here is really just start a dialogue. Now I know you're going to feel this no matter how strong you are, no matter how long you've been lifting. If you haven't done this before, you're going to feel a direct link between this plate, your fingertips, and your shoulder, because really, basically your shoulder is what's holding it out there, okay? Not your hands. You've kind of tried to take as much of your, the action that you're used to, which is really a fist action, taking that out of the equation, because whatever way you're holding the weight is how it's affecting the body. And if it's not coming into the area that you want, one way is to all of a sudden change the hand grip or the way that you're approaching the exercise. Now, you're not going to do every exercise with the plates in your fingertips, but this is just a way to spark up that dialogue or that relationship, right? Let's do a couple of sets or a couple of repetitions like this. Hold it. Now you can really feel the connection. You'll really feel this plate directly speaking to your shoulder. Your shoulder's going to have to hold it out there. As compared to taking a 20-pound dumbbell, holding it out there, basically a lot of times, no matter really how strong you are, how long you've been doing this, if you raise the weight and you try to hold it up there, all of a sudden some other things come into play. The back, the neck, the shoulders, the traps, everything, right, mobilizes to just keep that weight up. This is a little bit different. This creates a very subtle but powerful connection to the shoulder, okay? So that's one little trick I'd like you to try. Play with that, okay? You could do this even before your shoulder workout. It's a great idea to just kind of build that dialogue, build that conversation between the weight and your shoulder and your mind and start digging in there a little bit, right? And the next part is when we do our presses, we tend to miss sort of the best parts of the exercise. And I'm going to get my dumbbell and I'm going to show you what I mean. So I've got my dumbbell here. Now let me explain to you why we're missing the best part of the exercise. A lot of times we're thrusting here and then missing the top. You might have seen this in the gym where people thrust and then pop. Thrust, pop. Thrust, pop. So really, there's only a very small window that the shoulder is really doing the work. The body's kind of thrusting, which a lot of things come into play to get that thrust, right? And then at the top, we're missing the extension or the full aspect of the contraction by popping through it. So really, we're popping, 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 popping. And I think this is why a lot of folks really lack the dialogue or the relationship with their shoulders, and they may be lacking in shoulder development. Because I think that this is the part of the exercise, the two parts that we're missing are the parts that we should focus the most on. From here, feel that? When you move nice and slow here, move the weight nicely, and then from here, start moving a little slower at the top. A lot of us miss the beginning, and we miss the end. So we're really only participating for a brief time with momentum in between. So do this. Keep the weight in your hand, relax your hands, right, slightly, and push slow. First 2 or 3 inches slow. Work the weight up through the rest of the movement, and then once you get to be done about 75% of the movement, move slow through the finishing part of the contraction, okay? So slow, momentum, movement, slow. Slow, momentum, movement, slow. Just a few reps like that, guys, and you'll start building a new relationship with your shoulders. I know it's absolutely going to work, and I wish you all the best. Peace, love, and muscles. Visit me at Vic's Natural, say hello on Facebook, and take care of yourself. Bye.